guys, it's me, Julian Greystoke. Today I am wearing my Lion King shirt. Not for any particular reason, just because I felt like it. It's a Lion King kind of day. So today I'm going to be filming, again, a video about my favorite tropes. Yeah, I filmed this before and I don't know what happened. My computer ate it or I accidentally deleted it or something. I have a couple of videos on YouTube here about my least favorite tropes. Links in the doobly-doo if you want to check those out. But some of you may be wondering, Julian, do you have any tropes that you do like? Yes, not very many, but I do. I'm a big fan of subverting tropes, of doing unexpected things with my writing, but there are definitely some tropes that you will either see in my writing or that if they're in something, I'm going to like that thing because of this specific trope. I have a pretty short list and I'm sure I will think of more later, and these are in no particular order except the last one. The last one is my favorite trope ever. So let's get started. First on the list we have the Everyman. We all know the Chosen One story, and most of you know that I am sick to death of it. Even as a kid, I didn't like the Chosen One story. I know as a kid you're supposed to see that chosen 10-year-old saving the world and envision yourself as him, but as a child, I was just about as cynical as I am as an adult, and I knew that I wasn't going to be the hero. I'm some grunt that nobody notices who probably gets killed off in the first 10 minutes. But with the Everyman story, I could imagine myself as a hero who just gets put into this situation and has to make the best of it. Don't give me some prophecy about how I'm the very best like no one ever was. Shove me on a pony and send me to a mountain where a dragon is. Second trope that I love is the badass chick. Yeah, I mean, it can get a little tired, but female power fantasies make me happy. I mean, they're allowed to. A lot of guys love male power fantasies, so let me have my female power fantasies every now and then. I don't always love them, and yes, ultimately I would rather have a well-developed female character than one that just kicks ass. But if I have to have a female character who's not very developed in my story, I'd rather that she be a total badass. The next one is certain types of prophecies. Nigel is up there on top of my bookshelf scratching his ear. Now you all know I don't like the Chosen One prophecy, but there is a kind of prophecy that actually draws me in, and you don't see it as often. It's sort of a group prophecy. A group of people is going to have to come together, according to this ancient prophecy, to save the world. Ooh, the prophecy says there's going to be an archer. Who's the archer? The prophecy says there's going to be a healer. Which one's the healer? Which one's the sorcerer? You know, you try to fill in the blanks and figure out which of these characters is going to fit this niche, and then in the end you find out that they were wrong and a different person is the defender and a different person is the leader, and I dig that kind of thing, and it doesn't happen enough. I want more stories with that in it, please. The next trope that I love is father figures. You know, the character doesn't have a father in their life and then this character steps up to be that for them. It's Giles in Buffy all over again. It just makes my heart so happy. And yeah, mother figures too, but you don't see it as much, so father figures is what I've really latched onto. My next trope is the tragic death scene. I have very little patience for characters in books who just die. I know it's more realistic if they just do, but I love me a tragic death scene. Every time, it just gets me. I want to feel those feels of that tragic death scene. This is why I was so pissed off about Finnick. Just putting that out there. Don't do that, authors. I'm kidding, you can do whatever you want. Going hand in hand with a tragic death scene is the noble sacrifice. If you want to see me get as close to crying as my pathetic, withered heart can get me, have a noble sacrifice. That's how you get me in the feels every time. My next trope is the genius asshole. I have always had a fondness for the genius asshole. It probably started with Sherlock Holmes. But something just draws me to these people who are super smart and super socially inept, but everybody has to like them anyway because they're super smart. I think because that's who I wanted to be when I grew up, and might still be who I want to be. I know they're cliched, and trust me, if I knew them in real life, I would hate them, but put them on the screen, and I am there. And the final one on my list, at least until I think of more to add later, is my favorite of all time, the bromance. Yes. Give me a bromance and I will forgive just about anything else. Your book, movie, video game can be shit, but if there is a solid bromance in it, I am so there. I don't know what it is, but platonic true love for each other just makes me the happiest little angry person that there ever was. And yes, that works for lady bromances too. They need a better name, but bromance just rolls off the tongue. Anytime that there are friends who are super close, that, you know, you could almost mistake them as gay for each other, but they're not, I am there in a hot minute. And yeah, bromances are themes that you're gonna see in a lot of my work too, because I just love them so much. Bromance, there's nothing really gay about it. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. So there you go, that is my list of tropes that I like. Remember, folks, that I post new videos here Mondays and Fridays, so come check those out. All the links to my social media are in the doobly-doo. If you're interested in reading some of my writing, I have a book that you can purchase for yourself on Amazon, links below. And I will see all of you guys next time with whatever it is I happen to be doing next time. Bye!